you start making my plans for me, you're not actually choosing for me, you're just eliminating my capacity to choose, and in a sense, you're really just eliminating me, okay? And nobody else can successfully plan someone else's life. Nobody else has the information about your life that you do. Nobody else has the capacity to get inside your consciousness and make your choices for you. So they maintain that whatever enhances an actor's life is good, whatever diminishes it is bad. So this is the basic moral principle on which they operate. Whatever enhances an agent's life is good, whatever diminishes an agent's life is bad. Okay? Now, I think there are all kinds of reasons why we might want to ask critical questions about this particular approach to ethics. This isn't the place to develop an extensive alternate position. I'll just say that I don't find this ultimately very persuasive. But I also don't think it matters very much, because I think that the vast majority of the practical suggestions the Tannehills make for practical cooperation in a stateless society don't depend on whether I buy precisely this approach. So I'll offer along the way some observations about my own preferred alternative, but I don't have any illusions that what you make of this book is primarily dependent on where you come down on this particular question about moral theory. In any event, the Tannehills argue for rational self-interest. They think that what's moral, finally, is acting in the agent's own best conceived interest. At the same time, they maintain, I think provocatively but not, on my view, finally very plausibly, that there is in principle, there can in principle be no conflict between people's reasonable interests. So no one benefits by having someone else sacrifice for her or him. Now, that's wonderful, because then it means, of course, that everybody can enthusiastically pursue his or her own interest without any regard for anybody else's, and yet know that there will never be any rational conflict between the two. I think that involves a pretty radical redefinition of either conflict or self-interest, and certainly not persuaded, but in any event, that's something to take